Hey, Bellmy Cherry here. Welcome. I'm a little hoarse. Excuse the voice in advance. It is New Year's Eve. I am super excited. We've planted quite a few seeds 2022. I can't wait to see 2023 coming through with results. And I did not want to do anything better but to share the New Year's Eve with you guys, entering New Year's with you all. It is actually 8 something going on to 9. So we're gonna get the face ready, hoping I'm able to just edit and do whatever I need to do to just drop this New Year's 2023 for y'all to enjoy. I am drinking some grown folks beverage, sweet and fruity, just how I like it. This is sour apple Crown Royale. This is very popular out there, and it's sweet and it's fruity. That's how I like my drinks. It's not mixed with anything, so I may get a little tipsy with you all. Who knows where New Year's 2023 might lead us. I'm coming in. I'm catching on something. Okay, I'm entering 2023 with a little something on my chest. I don't know where it came from, but we're gonna pull through. I refuse to stay laying on my bed or waiting for my soup to be done. Yes, pumpkin soup, 1st of January. That's our Haitian thing. And I did my preparations and we're getting that going. And in the meantime, I'm here with you all to enjoy the night with some drinks. I'm gonna gather up all of my favorites of 2022, things that I recall. There could be more than one stuff, but things that I recall getting super excited for either finding or eventually having. They may not necessarily release on 2022, but they were products that I just got on for 2022, and they got me super excited, and we're about to put them all on the face, just thanking them for being in my life and for me having them and just showing them some love for the year. And Lord knows where 2023 or what 2023 might bring to me within my makeup collection. So can't wait for that. Without further ado, let's get to it. I'm gonna do the eyes, the face, the whole shenanigan together. I think I'm throwing bullets on y'all. Listen, this sipping is kicking, okay? This is my second one. I didn't go ham. I'm starting slow. So if I start sounding like I'm making no sense, don't blame me. Blame the alcohol. But something I never did 2022, but I want to start doing 2023 in my makeup is using this Got to Be Glued. This is the hair gel. This don't belong to me. Listen, we don't use that stuff, okay? However, it's been left here. This is my sister's. But I know they made a smaller version, and I've seen a lot of my gals using them for their brows, and it really holds up everything like it would the hair. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my little spoolie and try this for the year, and hopefully it really does something, and I get to keep using it. It's supposed to be clear. We're gonna go ahead and apply that on our brow, and I'm here to wake up 2023 looking like a whole new woman, okay? And I most likely gonna wake up with this makeup on my face tomorrow, or am I gonna even go to sleep? I don't know. I don't know where the night might lead me, you guys. I'm not anticipating on going out. I just want to stay home and be safe. Fireworks are about to pop. Y'all might hear some. But we're going to use this Got to Be Glued to lay the lashes and see what that does. Here you go. I'm afraid to go out tonight. For some reason, my inner self is telling me to stay home. And I'm not bothered by staying home, if you know what I mean. I'm feeling content. I want to stay home this time. I want to collect my thoughts. I want to jot down some new things for the year to come. I want to, you know, foresee me graduating in December. Maybe I'm saving my energy for next December 2023 because it's going to be big. It'll be big, okay? Graduation, holidays, New Year's, there's like a whole bunch to celebrate, to be thankful for. So I'm gonna leave this like that. I already prepped my eyes, my face, I mean, putting moisturizer on and everything. I don't know if I should fan this down because I want it to dry up, okay? But I'm not gonna hold you guys. Let me go do something else and I'll be right back. I just figured in the meantime I could just do something else while I allowed the lashes, not the lashes, the brows to dry, and take another sip. Whew, Lord. So we have quite a few products. This is fairly new to me. I got it on the last December, in this month actually, but I cannot put it down. I've been digging and digging on this thing. I am in love. Okay, Danessa Myrus did this for the year. I think this came out 2022, and I, as always, am late to the party or been under the rock, and it's now I'm really hopping on this, and I just cannot see any better product. And I don't think there's ever been a dupe of this. Correct me if I'm wrong, but normally when a product comes out, automatically there's a dupe somewhere, and everybody's hopping on the dupe or trying to get a most affordable version of them. But this I have not seen a dupe of, and that says something. Okay, this is a one in so many ways of usage. Primer, powder, I don't know, moisturizer, I mean, they use it for everything. Okay, and I've been on this thing for I have not used it by itself as like a foundation because I want to have my other stuff. And I use this ever since I used this, the very first time I used this as a primer, people notice, okay? And that says a lot. Let me hop on this foundation. I'm gonna go in with, this is not new, this is very, very old, but it's new to me. I was super excited when I finally was able to spot this at TJ Maxx and Marshall. And what the fuck? That thing just squirted in the weirdest way. It's just lined up on the edge of my, anyway. All right, that's probably the dried up on the tip. And once I spotted this from TJ Maxx and Marshall, couldn't find my shade, and finally was like, okay, I need to go get this foundation. And I did get both. This one I think is fairly the newest version, and they have a shorter packaging. I got me both, and I have been loving this. This is what I use on my going out glam type of look. And like I said, I've been under the rock, and I'm now in love with it. This is supposedly semi-matte. And it's gorgeous. It is so gorgeous. So as this is already drying, and it's my first time using it with the Danessa Meyers, Lord knows these two products together might just, I mean, literally have me acting like a whole new woman for the year. I'm gonna go in with my sponge, and it's damp already. All right, so we have that. We're gonna go to the next product. This Black Opal, it is not new, the newest, but it is fairly new to me, and I did purchase this in 2022, and I have not been putting it down since, because originally I was using the Fenty one, but this baby is gorgeous on the skin. You know what? There's another one I should have raved about. I found it. Here it is. This little baby right here. I purchased in 2022. I think it came out in 2022. Let's just put a little bit of it. Show it some love for doing me right. And it did me good. Let's do this. Okay, let's go to the brow. Another product that I have been enjoying for 2022 is this Revolution brow pencil. Oof. The brow's dried up. I'm gonna line up the brow with that. And ooh, it really held up. It's thick. Jesus. That thing is set for life. I'm gonna clean this section up because it's kind of overboard down here. So that did me right, and it's still doing me right. We're gonna go and yeah, this is a done deal. We're definitely using this glue to lay down my brows because it's just stuck in place. We're gonna use these concealers. These are my favorite concealers for 2022. But before that, I think I had another favorite that I was going for over and over. The e.l.f. one, the Camel Concealers from e.l.f. were the, you know, the ish for 2022. But I'm gonna use this one. Let's clean the brows up with that one first. And it's both shades 7-1N Crumble. That's my deepest shade that I got. And then we also have Caramel Corn 5.1. I'm gonna put both of them and mix that up to give me somewhat the shade I need to clean my brow. Let me go with this one first, the regular shade. And this is the Morphe brush. I mean, they're okay. They're all right. They're somewhat siblings. And we're gonna put this. I somewhat have an idea, but it's just a mess. Every year, I start the year with a cold. Last year, I had COVID. This time, it's not COVID, but Jesus. Is that an anniversary situation happening? Okay, so we have that going, right? We're gonna somewhat blend the bronzer on the forehead area. But let's go with the tip for the concealer. It's so buttery. So this is gonna be our last video for 2023. And I can't thank you guys enough. Although I didn't get monetized this year, I know exactly why. Because if I did persist creating content as I was doing, I know for sure I would have hit that mark. But I'm not worrying about it because I'm trying to do a lot at once, and most likely that's why I'm kind of stuck at the stage I'm at now with the channel. But it's still there, and I did really well this year with you guys joining, getting to meet new people, chit-chatting with new people all over the world. This was like crazy. I kind of felt good about this whole situation when I got a comment from someone in Israel. I was like, what? Shout outs to you. I forgot the name, but she's really sweet. Because it was around the time I was doing the giveaway. I couldn't ship out internationally, and she understood that. And I thank you for watching if you are, and I thank everyone for watching who've been watching consistently the channel. And I know I've been busy, but I still miss chatting with you guys. Let's try to get back to that chapter. And I am thinking of doing something new to not neglect my baby. This channel is kind of like my baby, as I was, because I really thought things were much harder going into the nursing program. I was not ready, or I didn't know what to expect. But since right now, at the stage we are now, we're gonna get more hands-on training instead of the books. I'm still not sure how that's gonna work out for me, or how I'm gonna be able to handle it, but I do wanna incorporate my daily life within this channel, waking up, whether it's 4 o'clock in the morning, filming, and then heading out around 5:30ish, 6 o'clock, and go on my regular day, school and everything, with my face fully done. And we'll see. Hopefully I have the strength. Pray for me, y'all. Hopefully 2023 gives me the strength to keep that going, or to start that process, and I could just keep my baby near and dear, and you guys close enough, because I don't want to create any gap, because out of mind, out of sight, you know. I am like that personally, but I understand for those of y'all who have not really been watching as much, because what do I normally drop lately is like a TJ Maxx trip. I'm just using whatever excess stuff I had on my hand. A little TJ Maxx trip here and there. It's not as excited as I would be coming in, buying stuff, trying them on here, and chit chat with y'all about it, and y'all letting me know how it is on your end at your stores and stuff. And I miss that. I really miss that, and I know that really did me well. Kind of created a distant relationship with you guys. We're going through the same thing, looking for the same stuff. Yeah, I miss that. I want to start doing that within everything else I got going on, and I really hope it's not like I cannot do that. It's just a matter of the editing. I'm rumbling. I don't know why, but listen, this is the last time y'all get to hear me 2022, okay? Lord knows. Yeah, it's not like I cannot do it. It's just the in-between things happening throughout the day does not allow me to edit and concentrate on putting that out there on a timely manner for you guys. So I'm like, you know what? Why even bother? let me focus on everything else I got going on, and when I'm able to do it, I'll do it. I have two powders, Juvia's Place. This baby here, I did purchase in 2022, I believe. Was it? Anyhow, I recall 2022. We might be longer than that. But this Huda Beauty baby, I don't know what I was waiting on. I don't know what took me so long to hop on this Huda Beauty wagon and the Too Faced wagon and everything else. It's just 2022. That's when my eyes got widened, or I got woke and I started really reaching for these type of products. So we're gonna go ahead and set the face all over, although also under the eye. I'm gonna use this one. There's another product I want to use that was a favorite of 2022. Yeah, excuse that, I'm so sorry. Where is, yo, I don't know. Jeez, I feel so bad because I just saw something I really should have used, but I'm not. I know I have another drawer with powder stuff. Okay, this is what I really want to use right now. And it was a favorite, and I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna add it on, okay? What the heck? I'm gonna use one size powder. Dark Deep is what I got up in 2022. I'm gonna use that all over the face, and I'm gonna use the Huda Beauty under my eye, and on top of that, I'm gonna use the Juvia's Place, okay? And we have it all on the face, yes. So we're gonna go ahead and use, what brush I should use? I'm gonna set my face before I bronze, and there's a brush that I've been using and loving. This baby right here from Zoeva. Jacqueline Cosmetics, Jacqueline Hill brush set. I did grab me one that's similar, but it's much longer, the bristle, the handle. But this is the same shape, and I've been loving that to set or press the powder onto my face. The only downfall is this is much smaller. Now I have a lot more product on here. I don't know where to kind of settle it down to use. Let me use my Huda lid. Okay, we're gonna go with one size powder. I'm gonna saturate the brush like I always do with the powder. This powder, y'all, oh my god, it's just delicious. I'm gonna put it on my eyebrow too. Make it rise, make it rise. Ah. Okay. Shut up, girl. All right, under the lid, under the eye, I'm gonna go in with my sponge and to Huda Beauty, I just stick the tip in there, and it really has picked up quite a few products. So we're gonna get that on there. It's a little dark. It's not as bright as I would want it to be for the eye, the under eye. That's why I'm gonna go in with Juvia's Place, which is a teensy bit lighter. Like butter. We'll put that to the side. Let's hop into Juvia's Place. Gobi is the shade. It's much yellow wish. We're gonna, y'all see, it's bright. So we're gonna go ahead and put that on there. Do I use a sponge or a brush? Let me use a brush. Yeah, the sponge will do. Let's go in. Y'all see? So pretty. Let me put more. We want more. So that's done. Let me go ahead and bronze up. I don't think you guys ready for bronzer. Bronzer is from Haus Lab, baby. This is what I'm using. This was an excitement of 2022. And I have the shade, the deepest shade. They were numbered. Level deep 12. Deep level 12 is what I got. It's super dark, much darker for me. But I wanted to just, you know, go big or go home. Like, go dark or just don't do nothing at all. It's much safer for me to get something much darker. I could somewhat monitor how it goes on or how much I apply. And it could also help me adjust the face with whatever light product I have going on. I think it's always safer to go darker. And I love this bronzer. It's like a cool tone brown. I don't think it's warm at all. Look at it. Ooh. I am bronze. I'm taking it all the way into my hairline. That I will not use around my nose. Let me go into Juvia's Place, which was another favorite for 2022. They came out with their bronze bronzer palette, these, and also blushes. I don't think I'm gonna use them for their blushes, because I do have something else in mind. I'm using this one. This is the shade 10. I went and got me all of them, okay? I got me the light one. I got me this. Was it both of them or 2 or 3? I got me the deepest, and then I went and got me this. And I'm using the darkest shade of the 10 around my nose. Maybe I should go with a teensy bit darker. Let me mix Haus Lab with it. Let's see. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I actually do not have a steady hand. I'm just gonna leave that there. All right, what's next? We're gonna leave the face like this for now, and I'm gonna go, besides this, I'm not done. I have this Fenty Beauty by Rihanna Toasted Swirl. I don't think it did well this year, but I still love it though. I love it. I see myself applying this all over the face. I'm most likely gonna use it as my highlight rather than a bronzer. I'm gonna use it above this and glow up for the night, because tonight is the night for that. We're gonna save that for a bit, and I'm gonna go, which oh, of course, shucks, I meant to use this also one size for 2022. That was the ish. I meant to use this as my cream bronze blush and then everything else up top, but it's too late because I didn't really apply it excuse me, on the face when it was wet. I'll just use the powders and mesh everything together, because that was the ish of 2022. Beautiful, beautiful blush combo. It has the wet, the creamy, and the matte, and this is shimmery. Same thing they did with their where was it? They have a contour. I do have the contour. I should have used the contour. They have a contour palette too, a bronzer palette, whatever it is. But they did that. It was really good. It still is good. So we're gonna go into the eye. For the eyes, I have several palettes here. Well, 2 palettes actually that I do want to use, and I think I did create looks with them in the past. And these were my excitement of 2022. My most excitement, if I recall. Michaela Glam Light. I stumbled on this pot of gold from TJ Maxx and Marshall. This was her first palette. Didn't know much about it. Didn't know much about her. But that palette called for me, called my name, and of course it's Glam Light. Glam Light does produce great palettes, and my nose is running. Why? That I have all the dry products on, and that's when this nose want to act up. And then the following week, she released this one, which was her second one, a collab with Glam Light. I love this palette along with the first one. I fell in love with the first one, and I was convinced enough to go grab the second one. There are some beautiful blue shades and greens and tons of great. All right. Camera died on me. I kept rumbling. I kept coughing and nose running, and everything was dead. So now, in the meantime, I was doing this eye. What did I leave off? Telling you guys that I'm using the Michaela palettes. This is number 1, and she also came out with number 2. And going on to the eyes, I'm just gonna share this with you guys. I went into the first palette using the Hot Cocoa or the Gemini first, and then Hot Cocoa, and then this one right here. It's like an eggplant type of purple, brown, burgundy. I don't know. It's all in one on the very outer part of the crease. So let's go into Gemini for our transition. And then we go to Hot Cocoa, which is much more warm. And I think I did dab into Rhody, which is a bluish on the inner part. Let's get to it and see. Let me pull you guys closer. Okay. I'm roughly putting that around. And going into Hot Cocoa, this warmer brown. On the crease. With another more small tip brush. Also, well, this one is from BH. I'm gonna go into Willow. That's the name for it. I'm not trying to use a lot because they are very pigmented. Okay, so I did that, and I went into, it's very simple, you guys. I didn't do much. I went into this I Love You. I surely do love you guys. For great here, this bluish. I did not want to do a blue, somewhat blue shade, but for some reason my finger just went for this one. So I put it on the top, on top of Willow with my finger, roughly pat that in, and then we go into NARS, this one, on the inner part. And then I'm gonna use a brush, which I did damp to somewhat give me more control. Oh, I forgot that other blue shade. Okay, now I need to go back with that blue because it kind of opened up the bridge to that lighter shimmer. That's somewhat a transition. Just soften that up. And we're gonna go back to the blue. Maybe I should keep my word to myself and go into poppin or glazed. Poppin seems to be much thicker, which was one had the bluish. I'm gonna go into poppin and put that all over. Look at that. Oh, shoot me. Poppin is poppin. I put that all over. It somewhat took over everything. And then they could hold on their own. And I'm gonna go back to Willow and somewhat soften or build a shadow on the outer part here. There are some fallout. That's why I put a lot more of that powder there to catch whatever's falling. Under the waterline, I'm gonna stick with Willow and put that all over the lower lash. And I'm using more of a flat, smaller flat brush. But on the inner part, I'm gonna go into this mash hole, which is this blue. Or maybe I should use this one instead. Wicked Awesome. Here I go again with this blue. It's like, is this a thing every year? Every new year? Do I have a deep blue waterline way back from LA Girls? We're gonna put that on the lower lash, on the waterline. We do that. It's all blue again. Maybe I should have done green or gold. I don't know. Whatever. It's too late now. All right, so we're gonna put these palettes to the side and finish off with the rest of the face. Thank you for 2022 having these palettes. And I must give a shout out to another palette that I really wanted to use, the Earthy palette from Beauty Bay. This is my first Beauty Bay palette, and it has all these grungy, bluish, greenish tones that I love. I was gonna use that today, but Michaela won over. All right. Let me remove these excess powder off of my face and blush up and bronze up with that Fenty. Let me pull it out. This is the Jaclyn Hill brush that I've been loving, aside of the Zoeva one. So this, I'm gonna use that brush to feather it over the bronzer. What did I do? What did I do? I fucked up. Let's just do it over on the high cheek part. I went too ham. What did I do? I messed up. Okay, we could recover. We can recover. Let me use my blush over that. It'll tone it down at some point. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I don't know what I was thinking. I'm gonna go into the matte part, the matte one. I just thought of using something else as a blush. I don't know. Now I'm all over the freaking place. I do not know anymore. I don't know anymore. Let's go to the lip bar. That got me jumping. Really jumped for 2022. I bought a whole bunch of these small face palettes. This is, I believe, their deepest squad gold. I'm gonna use this one over whatever that's going on here, because I feel like that shade is somewhat meshing more with, I don't know. We started good. It's not allowing me to finish well. Let's finish. Okay. All right. Although I really truly love that Rihanna product, I just got reminded that it's really not what it's cut out to be. Like, it's supposedly a bronzer highlighter slash situation, but I just put it on. In my mind, I really thought things were gonna happen smoothly with this, but it's like a big pack of gold powder. But we are gonna make it work, okay? It's almost like something you could use for like a Mardi Gras type of stuff. Like, you want to set that all over your face and make a statement. You use that, and you call it a day. What we're gonna do now, we put that blush on. Really love that product here, the Lip Bar Quads. I'm gonna go and mist my face in my new favorite from Charlotte Tilbury. Before that, I was killing it with Morphe setting spray, and I also have the one size one that also killed it. I have a bigger version. I originally started with a travel size. I still have my travel size, but I loved it so much, I got that. It's just like a secure, like something secured, something about this that provides you some sort of security. When you have this over your face, it just kept it put. It keeps it put. If I don't know if I'm rumbling right now, if it's the alcohol kicking in, but y'all know what I mean. This is great. I do have me other, what was my other favorite? I did have a moment with this Milani Make It Last matte setting spray under my foundation. This is almost done. That was a favorite. It started on a bad note, but became a favorite because I used it in reverse rather than having it all over the face. So we're gonna go ahead and put this one, the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray from Charlotte Tilbury, and I love the setting of it. Over that, I'm gonna put my one size. Ooh, I know what the favorite was. Too Faced, of course. I did get me this one, and I have been using it a lot more than my other one. This one, I basically got the Charlotte Tilbury this month. I have not put it down since, so I guess that's my new favorite. Let me allow my face to dry up some. We're gonna go ahead and put on our liner or wings, and I'll be right back for the lips. Okay, already set my face with both setting spray, one size, Charlotte Tilbury, lashes on, liners on. These eyelashes I've been using since forever. They're from, I don't want to say Cara Beauty, because I did use, the last one that I used was from another brand, I forgot. But these are my favorite. It's been my favorite. I've reused them several times, clean them up and reuse them again. And here is the face. it's am I super excited? I don't know. I think that I don't want to say it. The Rihanna thing kind of messed it up. It's too much on the cheek. Can y'all see it? We kind of tone it down with the blush and everything, but it's not bad. Is it my favorite? Am I in the groove right now? My nose is running. Just that started to just, ooh, killed it for me. But I know my face is gonna stay put. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow like this, like a sleeping beauty, because I know the Nessa Myris got me, One Size got me, Too Faced foundation got me. I'm like set. I'm really set, and these eyes are not going nowhere. We did a deep blue sea last year, so I guess this is much lighter. We have a sky blue situation going because we are heading to the sky. The sky's the limit, okay, for 2023. We're heading up there. We're gonna stay up there. That's the goal. And then that's not the alcohol talking. Let's go ahead and finish off the face with the lips. Ooh. Okay, something's in my eye. I somewhat went over that blue liner with this liner. That's a steal from TJ Maxx, from Morphe. Lights out. That thing is pitch black. I put that on over that blue because it wasn't peeking through enough. I put that over the light blue in my waterline and in between like my lashes, so it could just seal the deal with the lashes. You're gonna see my skin picking through it, and I like. Let's go on to the lips. I'm gonna go with Milani. We did grab these Milani lipsticks, matte lip crayons in the past. Was this 2022? I think early 2022 I grabbed these. I like them. I'm gonna line up my lips with this, although it's thick, but we're gonna use that. And then I'm gonna use the Vinyl Ink red, hot red lipstick that I got. I have not been using this, but should I even do this right now? It's a creamy. This is in the shade Love Sick. And I don't think that's the best idea. I'm gonna go with my regular Morphe brown lip liner. Which is it gonna be? This one. This one is Club Hopper. Was one of my very first lip liners when I started filming. Still sticking through. So the Vinyl Ink, this one is the red one, 25 Red Hot. I can't wait to try the new shades they have coming out. They have out now. They do have new shades, more cooler tones, I believe. I cannot wait to grab me some of those. Let's go ahead and pop this one on. Is this festive enough? It is not festive without a red lips for either New Year's or Christmas. We're gonna do it for the video, for the sake of the video. But if I'm heading out, I don't think this would be it. We have so much going on the eyes. You know what? I take that back. I'll stick to it. A lot of people complain about this being too sticky. I don't mind the stickiness at all. It stays shiny. Ugh. Don't dry up the lips. Do not from the other colors, it doesn't transfer to my lips, although it's creamy. It stays put. Like, what's wrong with y'all? And combining it with this is much of a deeper red, and the Club Hopper, it's just sealed the deal for me. We have this going on. Hope y'all enjoyed today's look. I don't know if I'm gonna change for the sake of pictures, but what do you guys think? My nose is just a bummer right now. And hope y'all enjoyed. Happy New Year. I will see you guys definitely next year. And we're gonna go bigger and better. A lot to do, a lot to look forward to. I'm gonna just you know, sometimes when you just do push it to your limit, I don't think I've pushed it to my limit yet. I'm gonna push it to my limit. Hopefully I don't reach my limit, but I'm gonna try to push it. 2023, both school, channel, work, everything, and see where that gets me. A lot of great stuff are to look forward to 2023. I cannot wait. And I love you guys so much. I thank y'all for a great 2022 year. Y'all got me this far, subscribers. And if y'all want to join the family, for those who have not done so for 2023, let's do this right now. Join the family. Let's move on to the next level on 2023. Thank y'all. Be safe. Enjoy your year. And let's have a whole great year yet ahead of us together. Thank you for watching.